In today's video, we're going to talk about if I hypothetically had $100,000 and I can only pick up silver and gold, how much of each metal would I go after? And I'm curious what your answer would be too, so let me know in the comments.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well, feeling great, and staying safe. It's a great day to have a great day. Today, I want to talk about what I would do if I had $100,000 and the only thing I could get is silver and or gold. We're going to get into it, but really quick, just in case you're new, make sure to subscribe for daily videos. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there, go check it out. The link will be in the description. And if you want to get some DYDSS merchandise to help support the channel, I would really appreciate it. Don't forget, you only have 6 days left to get yourself the Luck Has Nothing to Do With It t-shirt and hoodie. It's helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for St. Baldrick's Foundation. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. But today, we got to talk about a very hypothetical question and answer. This was inspired by a question that I was asked in the comments section, either on yesterday's video or the video from the day before. It's coming from Blake Moss asking if I had $100,000 to put into silver and or gold, what would I do? Would it be all in on silver, all in on gold, 50-50 split, another split? That's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. Now, this is according to the spot price plus a little bit of a premium. Silver at the moment, as I'm recording the video, is $26.09, which I think we could probably round up to about 32 bucks. I think that's probably fair because you got to factor in a little bit of a premium regardless. And the spot price of gold is $1,724, which we could very easily round up to about maybe $1,850 or $1,900. I think that would probably be pretty fair. So the question is obviously very hypothetical, and it's been a while since I made a video like this, so I had a lot of fun calculating exactly what I would do. I have it all written down on the side. I did quite a bit of math, and I did quite a bit of thinking in regards to this, and I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, if you had $100,000 and you could only get silver and or gold, what would you do? All in on silver, all in on gold, 50-50 split, another split? Head on down in the comments and let me know. The question isn't $100,000 to do whatever you want with. It's $100,000 and you can only get silver and gold. So let me know. And I guarantee you there will be somebody who says,
$100,000 to get silver and gold only. I'd buy a house. I'd buy a Tesla. I would invest in the S&P 500. I'd buy a whole bunch of ice cream cones.
Ice cream.
There will be somebody who does that, but the question's about silver and gold. So as for my answer, if I had $100,000, realistically speaking, I would like to buy land. I would like to invest a little bit of it, but I'm going to go with the silver and the gold because that's what the question is. With $100,000, now let's be honest, if it was a smaller amount of cash, I would probably go with a 50-50 split between silver and gold. But since we're working with $100,000, that's a lot of cash. That's a lot of fiat right there. I mean, not in the grand scheme of things. I mean, think about it. Right now, they're trying to just snap their fingers and make 1.9 trillion appear. 100,000 doesn't even scratch the surface of that. But for someone like me, probably someone like you, probably someone like him or her over there, $100,000, that's quite a bit of fiat. You can do a lot with $100,000. In fact, if you round up the spot price of silver to about $32 an ounce and you put it all in on silver, that would be over 3,000 ounces of silver. That's a lot of silver. I don't think I would want to put a full $100,000 into just silver. I think for me, it would make a little bit more sense to do a 75-25 split. Now, when I say 75-25, I'm talking about 75 into gold, the beautiful yellow metal, and 25 into silver, the beautiful white metal. Now, even by putting 25% of $100,000 into silver, that's still a lot of silver. And we're going to get into it. I want to talk about gold first, though. I would put about 75%, $75,000 into gold. Now, if we take the spot price and round it up a little bit, that would probably mean we can get about 40 ounces of gold. Doesn't sound like very much, but that's a lot of gold. That's a lot of wealth right there. So for me, $100,000 to put into silver and gold, I would try to make the most of that fiat, and I would try to break down the premiums as best I can. So with 40 ounces of gold, I would probably, number one, go with a tube of 1 ounce gold buffaloes. Hands down, my favorite gold coin that exists. My favorite gold coin in the world, and I don't even have one yet. Slowly but surely working my way towards getting myself a gold buffalo one day. It's one of those coins where I don't even want it, I need it, one of those coins. So that's the coin that I would go with, and I'd probably get a whole tube of them. That way I would have 20 of them, and it would break down the premiums by getting it in a larger quantity. And with the other 20 ounces of gold left over, I would probably get a tube of 40 half-ounce gold coins, because that right there is 20 ounces of gold. And I would probably go with potentially, I don't know, maybe an eagle or maple leafs or Philharmonics. I'm not sure how many gold coins from other countries come in half-ounce gold tubes, because I know when it comes to silver, you can get 20 silver eagles in a tube, or you can get 25 maple leafs in a tube. So I don't know how it works with fractional gold, but I would probably end up going with a half-ounce tube of gold eagles, because I know that there would be 40 in there. 40 halves equal 20 troy ounces of gold. So that's probably what I would do when it comes to gold. But now, away from the beautiful yellow metal, away from this right here, and by the way, I don't think I would go with any 10th ouncers. I don't think I would even go with any quarter ouncers. Like I said, with $100,000, or I guess more specifically $75,000 to be put into the beautiful, beautiful yellow metal, I would want to make the most of the fiat. I would want to break down the premiums as best I can. I want to reduce it to the best of my ability and get the most money for my currency. That's what I would want to do when it comes to gold, and very similar could be said about silver. So now, segueing into the beautiful white metal, with $25,000 to be converted into silver, if you were to take the spot price of silver and round it up to about $32 an ounce, give or take, you could probably walk away with close to 780 ounces of silver, which is a lot of silver. That's a pretty decent amount of silver right there. Keep in mind, the reason I went with a 75 to 25 split is because the more silver you have, the more difficult it is to move. If I was ever forced to relocate, or if I had to do this, or if I had to do that, that's a lot of silver. Over 3,000 troy ounces of silver, which I could acquire with that $100,000. That's why I broke it down, and I would go with about 25% of that and put it into silver. So with 780 ounces of silver that I could get with the $25,000 cash, I would probably put 1/4 of it into 90% junk constitutional silver, and I would put about 3/4 of it into pure silver. So starting with the 90%, starting with the junk silver, starting with the constitutional silver, the quarters, the dimes, the half dollars, 1/4 of 780 ounces of silver is 195 ounces of silver. Now, when it comes to junk silver, when it comes to 90%, could be kind of difficult to work with, but I did post a video a couple months back on my second channel talking about junk silver or 90% silver made simple. So that video can make it unbelievably easy to understand how to calculate how many dimes or quarters or half dollars per troy ounce of silver, and doesn't even matter what the spot price is. It's just kind of like a math equation. So with 195 ounces of silver, that would be the equivalent to roughly 2,730 silver dimes. This is why I broke it down to only 25% of that cash going into silver, because you could walk away with a lot of silver because of that. So 2,730 silver dimes, because 195 ounces of silver multiplied by 14, or I could get 1,170 silver quarters, pre-65 silver quarters, because 195 ounces of silver multiplied by about 6. And then as for half dollars, I could get roughly 585 90% silver half dollars, because 195 ounces of silver multiplied by 3. That's what I would go with, and I know that sounds like a lot of silver. I know that sounds like a lot of silver dimes, a lot of silver quarters, a lot of silver half dollars. Keep in mind, that's only 25% of the cash that I would put into silver. As for the other 75% of the silver, very similar to what I just said about gold, I would want to make the most of the fiat, most of the currency, most of the cash, and get as much money for it as I possibly can. So I'd want to break down the premiums to the best of my ability. I know I'm thinking way too far into this. I just really like the hypothetical questions. It's fun for me. So I would put 75% of the 25% of the initial $100,000. And after I get the junk silver, I would have enough cash left over to get roughly approximately 585 ounces of pure silver. Now, if I were to break down the premiums even more, typically the way to do this when it comes to silver is just to get larger denominations of silver. So I could very easily go and get a big giant cinder block of silver, a big 500-ounce silver bar. I wouldn't go that extreme. I wouldn't go that big. And I've been saying for a couple of years now, I really can't see myself getting anything above 10-ounce increments. I really couldn't see myself getting anything above a 10-ounce bar. I wouldn't really want anything bigger than that. I wouldn't want to put that much cash into just one block of silver. That's just not really what I would want to do. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. However, even though that's what I've been saying for a very long time now, I've recently had a slight bit of a change of heart. And it has nothing to do with anything except for these god-awful friggin' premiums that we have to deal with.
And you're filming!
I've said since maybe about 6 months ago, anything I can do to break down the premiums, anything I can do to convert a smaller amount of cash into money is what I'm going to do. Now, I still don't have any silver kilo bars. I still don't want any silver kilo bars, but I won't rule them out. So with 585 ounces of silver that I could get, I would probably end up getting multiple tubes of generic silver rounds, probably sunshine rounds, probably buffalo rounds, preferably buffalo rounds minted by Sunshine. That way they have the Mint Mark SI security feature on the back. I love those. Those are my favorite silver rounds. The Buffalo is my favorite looking silver round, and the Sunshine round is my favorite just because of the security feature. So if you blend them both together, the best of both worlds, lowest possible premiums, pure silver, easy to work with 1 troy ounce increments, picked up in tubes upon tubes upon tubes at a time, breaks down the premium even more. That's probably what I would do with a majority of the pure silver that I'm able to get with the cash that's left over. And of course, I would be open-minded to potentially maybe a couple of kilo bars just to break down the premiums even more if I had the ability to do so. I know I put way too much thought into this video, but I love the hypothetical questions. Back in the day, during my first year of stacking silver, I would get all types of hypothetical questions, and they were so fun to run through, and I don't really get a lot of hypothetical questions anymore. But anytime I do, I try to capitalize on that opportunity. It's just a fun video to make. It's a fun video to watch, I hope, at least. But head on down to the comments and let me know. If you had $100,000 and you could only get silver and or gold, what would you do? Would you go all in on silver? Would you put $100,000 into silver, which would get you probably significantly more than 3,000 troy ounces of silver? Would you put that whole entire $100,000 into gold? Would you do about a 50-50 split? Or would you do another type of split? Maybe 75-25 like what I said, maybe 75-25, but the opposite of what I said, 75 into silver, 25 into gold. Head on down to the comments and let me know, hypothetically speaking, if you had $100,000 to put into silver and gold, how would you split it up to acquire more precious metals? And if anybody's interested in joining the Precious Metals VIP Club, it's where I can do things on my own terms, not on YouTube's terms, my terms. I'm hosting privately held live streams. They're smaller, easier to manage. I'm also doing giveaways, discounts, personalized promo codes, shoutouts, deal alerts when silver and gold is on sale on a variety of different websites. And of course, you can watch all of my videos early and commercial free. Come join the Precious Metals VIP Club. It'll be the first link in the description. You're invited. I'd be happy to have you. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please hit that like button. If you guys like me, make sure to hit that subscribe button like a Karen hits a bus window. Also subscribe to my second channel, which is my backup channel for exclusive weekly content. Brand new video over there. Go check it out. The link will be in the description. Trying really hard to hit 2,000 subscribers. We just hit 1,800, and I appreciate that. And if you want to help support the channel in the biggest possible way, please consider getting yourself some DYDSS merchandise. Of course, we have some precious metal themed t-shirts and hoodies, which are up for grabs, along with a ton of other products, t-shirts, hoodies, even stickers. many of which are raising funds and awareness for different charity organizations, such as the recently released Kraken Stackin' t-shirt, hoodie, sticker, and coffee mug, inspired by the beautiful 2-ounce silver Kraken coin, which, by the way, is helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for ocean cleanup charity organizations at no additional cost to you. It comes out of my pocket, not yours. And of course, do not forget, you only have until St. Patrick's Day. You only have 6 days left to get yourself, the luck has nothing to do with it, t-shirt and hoodie, only available in the color green, and it's helping us raise a little bit of funds and awareness for St. Baldrick's Foundation, which is working to help children with cancer, which is obviously a beautiful thing. Any and all merchandise can be found by clicking the first link in the description section down below. Thank you in advance. It's more than appreciated. And I want you guys to head on down to the comments and let me know, once again, $100,000. And the only thing you can do is pick up silver and or gold. Would you go all in on silver? All in on gold? 50-50 split? 75-25? 10-90? 60-40? How would you break up the $100,000 to pick up silver or gold? And if you want to get even more specific, kind of like what I did in this video, what type of silver would you get? What type of gold would you get? Would you get a bunch of Philharmonics? Would you get a bunch of Maple Leafs? Would you get a bunch of Silver Eagles, Gold Eagles? Would you get the Silver Kraken? Would you get kilo bars? Would you get 50-ounce bars? Would you get 100-ounce bars? Head on down to the comments and let me know anything and everything related to today's video topic. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. And remember, don't you dare stop smiling. Peace.
I'd buy a whole bunch of ice cream cones.